Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahara Kakwadash, GMSHAWAII Walk and Talk for Sunday, September 1st, first of the month. For Sunday, September 1st, 2024. My name is Arya Al Yahweh of GMSHAWAII. Back at it again. As I said, GMSHAWAII Walk and Talk for Sunday, the first of the month, the first day of September. Double honors and blessings for the apostles, elders, and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us this truth. And shalom to the 144,000 of the nation of Israel, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, men, women, and children that are scattered abroad, because we all scattered abroad in the four corners of the earth. As I said, GMSHAWAII Walk and Talk for Sunday, September 1st, 2024. I don't know what the name of this video is going to be. I know I have some precepts in my notes on this phone that I'm going to read as soon as I reach, probably as soon as I reach the park, because they have benches there. I can actually sit down and read the precepts. Because right now, we're living in a time of prophecy. Prophecy is speaking because we're living in the end, right? We're living in the end of Esau's world. And you see I have that clock on the bottom left of my screen. I also have my watch on, set for 35 minutes of walking, but usually I walk more than 35 minutes. So I set my timer on my phone for an hour, So that's that. But yeah, prophecy is speaking. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. I can get that real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. Familiar precept. Let me get that. It's going to be a hot day today. Said it's going to be like 90 degrees. But let me see. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So right now, we're living in the end of Esau's world, the end of his kingdom, the end of his rulership. And that's what prophecy says. That's why I said prophecy is speaking. That might be the name of this video. Prophecy is speaking, something to that effect. Because it is. And that's how we know we're living in the end times. Because prophecy is speaking. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is the one that's going to follow. After this funky ass, wicked ass place is destroyed. No more heathens, no more Esau Edom, no more abominable foods, none of that. So, let me go back to the camera, put that back up. Again, that was 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. GMSHAWAII Walk and Talk for September 1st, 2024. Yeah, we hope and pray for Jacob's trouble. Still have time for that. It's only September, you know? September, October, November, December. About 3, 4 more months before 2025. And eventually this place is gonna pop. Like a pregnant woman giving birth to a new child. You know, birth pains. These prophecies that are speaking now, these are birth pains. They talking about a new world order. Only new world order that's coming is the new world order called the kingdom. The kingdom of GMSHAWAII. And that's what we look forward to. We hope and pray. Those of us who fear GMSHAWAII, all the like-minded brothers, elders, starting with the elder apostles, the heart on down. Those of us who fear the Lord and do this work. Those who sacrifice our bodies for this truth, like we did yesterday. It was camp, beautiful camp. Always feels great to get out with like-minded brothers in the spirit of GMSHAWAII and do this work. You know, and I say for all you brothers out there who don't belong to a camp and so forth and so on, hey, you're missing out. You are missing out, because that's one of the ways you get sharp in this truth. The scriptures say iron sharpens iron. You know, you got to be around like-minded brothers to get uplifted, to get encouraged, to learn. And whether it's because the Lord just hasn't chose you to be a part of a camp, or it's a choice you make. It's really, if it's a choice you make, Lord made. Why do I say that? Proverbs 20, verse 24 says, man's goings are of the Lord. And that's whether you believe it or not. The choices you make are really not your choices, because GMSHAWAII controls everything. We mentioned the precept yesterday in camp where Yahweh said, not even a sparrow falls to the ground without the Heavenly Father Yahweh signing off on it. So, hey, everything you do it because the Lord put the Spirit on you to do it. It's not so much because you want to, it's because He wanted you to do it. You know, and that's everything. And there's plenty of precepts to back that up. Number one precept for me is man's goings, and that word goings means your steps. Man's goings of the Lord, Yahweh GMSHAWAII. You know, He controls everything. Every living creature on the face of this earth is controlled by Yahweh GMSHAWAII. Now, a lot of people don't believe that, but hey, that's your problem. Those of us who, as I said, who fear Yahweh GMSHAWAII, we believe His word, the Holy Bible, 1,000%, because faith is a gift. The Bible tells us. And if the Lord bless you with that gift, then you're going to have faith in the scriptures and the precepts. You're not going to waver at all. You're not going to doubt. You're going to believe, and you're going to do what the Lord tells you to do. You know, you're going to be a soldier, an obedient soldier. And that's what we are. We're soldiers for Yahweh GMSHAWAII. We're separate from this world. We don't belong to this world. We don't want to belong to this world, you know, because we believe through faith, because as I said, faith is a gift. We believe through faith that Yahweh GMSHAWAII has chosen us to be his watchmen for the nation of Israel, you know? And hey, like that old saying goes, stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And the majority of these people in this world, these so-called Americanos, these motherfuckers fall for anything. These people out here have no faith. And if you one of those people, Israelites, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and there's 2/3 of you, if you calling on Jesus, if that's what your hope is in, you just a walking dead. You don't know shit. And you ain't gonna be shit when that destruction comes. You're just waiting to be destroyed. Like most of these heathens out here. Most of these pastors, you can throw those IUIC knuckleheads in that bunch, and all the rest of these false prophets out here. You're gonna be destroyed. And it's because Yahweh GMSHAWAII has chosen not to deal with you. He doesn't want you. So I'm over here. As you can see, I made it to the park. So what I'm gonna do while I'm here and I'm stationary, I'm gonna get into the precepts that I logged down here in my phone. All right. Walk and talk precepts right there. Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. That's gonna be my first one. Future prophecies to come per the scriptures. I have some in my head that I didn't add yet, but Lord willing, I'll get to them. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, right? Future prophecies, Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. This is what's to come very, very soon. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. I'll start at verse 6. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6 and 7. Let's see, verse 6. I'll go straight to the point, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great. What day is that? The day of Jacob's trouble. See, so that none is like it. No day ever in the history of mankind will be able to be compared to Jacob's trouble. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Future prophecy, Jacob's trouble. That he is the elect. Only the elect is going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. You know, I mean, there's going to be people that survive it, of course, but those who survive it, hey, there's still the missiles to come, and Yahweh tried to come to destroy this place and the rest of the wicked. Look at the NLT. In all history, there has never been such a time of terror. You know, in all the history of man, there will have never been such a time of terror as the time of Jacob's trouble. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved. That they, of course, is the elect, because only the elect is going to be saved. Only the elect, the hopeful elect, is calling on the name of Yahweh GMSHAWAII. The rest of these people out here, the slain of the Lord shall be many, the prophet Isaiah says. They're calling on Jesus. They're calling on Buddha. You got some idiots out here actually worshiping Satan by name, you know, but they're going to be destroyed. Okay, so that's Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Now, my next precept is going to be the famine of the word. Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Amos chapter 8 and verse 11 and 12, because that prophecy is going to be fulfilled too. Amos chapter 8, let's go to verse 11. Amos chapter 8, verse 11 and 12. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh GMSHAWAII, the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. See, a famine, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh GMSHAWAII. NLT, the time is surely coming, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, when I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So there's gonna come a time we're not gonna be out here doing lessons like this. We're not gonna be on the highways and hedges and the street corners and the parking lots at camp, because it's gonna be bad out here. All hell is gonna break loose, as the apostles and elders bring out. And we ain't gonna be out here doing this work. That wouldn't make no sense. Motherfuckers out here going crazy, acting up. We're not gonna be out here during that time. See? Famine of the word. Amos chapter 8, verse 11 and 12. Future prophecy to come. Now the next one, of course, is the MOTB, Revelation chapter 13. Let's get that. Revelation chapter 13, right? Starting at verse 16. Future prophecy. Down the pipe, imminent, about to occur. Revelation chapter 13, I'll start at verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. That mark is the charagma, that chip, in their right hand or in their foreheads. I have a picture of it right here. I'm going to show real quick. The charagma. Here it is. Here's one picture. See? That's what's coming down the pipe. And I have another kind of freaky looking picture right here. That's the charagma right there, in their right hand or in their forehead. I'll finish reading the precept. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. See, that's how Esau is going to get people to take this thing. Under the demise that if you don't have this chip, if you don't have this mark, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You see? And the Bible tells us only the elect is not going to take this chip. But the rest of the world is going to take it. The majority of the people are going to take it. Number one, because they have no faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. So they're gonna take that chip. Now, my last but not least precept is Matthew chapter 24, right? The return of Yahweh Shai. Let's get that. Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, signs of Yahweh Shai's return. See, and all these prophecies that are speaking now, really all of these are signs of the return of Yahweh Shai. Because here in Matthew 24, it says, let's look at verse 3. As he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So they were asking Yahweh Shai for signs of his coming and of the end of the world. And Yahweh Shai gave them signs, plenty of signs to look out for. He said, when you see these signs, know that my return is near. His second coming is near. See, he gave multiple signs. I'm going to start at verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. We see that. Kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines. We see famines. We see pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See? But all these are signs of Yahweh Shai's return. These things are not just happening. These are prophecies speaking. Prophecies speaking of the return, indicating that Yahweh Shai's return is near. See? And let's jump down. Let's go to verse 30. Because we always say that only the elect are going to be saved. Let's prove that. Let's back that up. Let's go to verse 30, Matthew 24, verse 30. It says, And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. That's why he returned. Or crack them skies. Son of Man is Yahweh Shai. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. People are going to be mourning when they see Yahweh Shai. Because they're going to see him coming in power. It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven. Those clouds represents the chariots with power and great glory. They're not only going to see that power on the chariots, they're going to feel that power. And people are going to know that this is the real Lord. This is the real deal. All the time for your bullshitting and you're doing dope and you're smoking and scoffing and all that shit, they're going to know that the time is up, you know. They're going to know that this is the Lord and Savior we have been speaking of, that we have been telling you about, who's going to make his second return to destroy this place and deliver who? The elect. Not everyone, like these churches teach, oh, everybody's going to be saved. That's some bullshit. When Yahushua returns, he's only coming to save the hopeful elect. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together everyone? No. They shall gather together his elect. Who are the elect, the chosen? From where? From one end of heaven to the other, from the four corners of the earth. And that's why we hope and pray every day that we're part of that hopeful elect number, that 144,000, that 1/3, that great multitude. Because only the elect is going to be saved. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, the Bible tells us is going to be totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. Look at the NLT. And he will send out his angels with the mighty blast of a trumpet. That's the angels in the chariots. And they will gather together his chosen ones. The chosen ones from all over the world, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven, because we're scattered from the farthest ends of the earth, from one end of the earth to the other. And we hope and pray, Baba Kashah, that we're part of that elect number. And that's one of the reasons why we do our due diligence. We sacrifice our bodies to make our calling and election sure. Now, I have another precept I meant to bring out as far as sacrificing your body. This is Romans. Let's go to Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. You got to sell out for this truth, man. You know, that's why I break myself to come out here. 7 o'clock. It's, let's see, 7:23 on a Sunday morning. You know, this is my sacrifice. This is my living sacrifice to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To Lord willing, Adawan Ratazah, to make my calling and election sure. You know, got to get out here and do the work. Faith without works is dead. You know, if you say you have faith but you don't have no works, then you're a liar. You're only fooling yourself. You know? So, I'm gonna get back to walking and talking. I've been talking for a minute. And I'll probably end it on that. Lord willing, it was edifying. Repent, you Israelites, if you haven't repented yet. The clock is ticking. Time is running out. Prophecy is definitely speaking. Lord willing, this was edifying. On to the next one. Kal halal yimla, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Again, double honors and blessings for the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us this truth. Lord willing, until the next time, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.